of all these running backs, McCaffrey's a special breed.
But he's always hurt too. That's the problem.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but he puts up numbers even though he's hurt. I mean, he's consistent with his numbers.
But is
right?
he? My question to you is he worth $16 million?
I think in that San Francisco scheme, I think he is because he produces a lot. I mean, what are his numbers?
Yeah, but
we need a stat person on it.
But when he doesn't play, like whatever, I forgot the name of the other running back that they have, he puts up numbers too. Or they put Deebo Samuels back there, so they can put, for some reason Shanahan is able to scheme up whatever running back they put back there, put some numbers. So I understand the fact that McCaffrey is a special running back, but in that offense, not saying he could put anybody, but an above average back is going to get 1,000 yards in that offense.
All right. So he's in 2022, he had 159 attempts. This is McCaffrey. And with the 49ers, and he had 85 with the Panthers. Man, he had a lot of attempts.
Yeah.
So he ran for over 1,000, almost 1,100. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, almost 1,200 yards.
But is that where?
And he had 85 receiving and 8 touchdowns.
But
and then in 2021, I'm just going 4.5. He averaged. Right, 3.8, 4.85. I mean, man, he's averaging. His average is high.
But is it $16 million a year high?
I don't know. I think so. I mean, I can't tell. I mean, I don't know whether the numbers or not. I just think McCaffrey. Look, you got to agree. If you line up, I love Saquon, but if you line McCaffrey and Saquon up, you've always said it. Other than last year, Saquon had one good year.
Well, two. His first year.
Okay, yeah. So that's a problem there. Zeke is a good running back, but I think that but Saquon, if they would have run offensive, remember we had how many coordinators since Daniel Jones was there?
A whole bunch.
Okay, so it's not really fair to him either. But Saquon to me he can be a McCaffrey type player, and he's bigger, and he can catch and he can run. You know what I mean? But they weren't utilizing him like that.
See, but the only problem with him, Saquon, is that he wore down toward the end of the year. He didn't like he was a ball of fire at the beginning of the year, and then when they started getting injured with the offensive line and the stuff was going with that, he didn't put up the numbers that he did in the first half of the year. Right. So he kind of wore down a little bit. So we can't blame him. Right. You got Matt Breida's back and Gary Brightwell and these guys are there. So maybe he doesn't have to carry the load as much as he had in the past. And with a better offensive line, he rushed for 1,300 yards with a below average offensive line. If he's gonna
okay, I'm sorry.
No, if he gets an average line, he definitely going to be over 15, 1,600 yards. Who knows? If he has a real offensive line.
Right now, if I had to say, because I was going to say I couldn't think of one, but one. If I had to say, like, give me a back that has just produced crazy numbers over the last 5 years, the only one I could think of is Henry.
Yeah,
and that's not a lot.
Yeah, but even people, even though he got cut. Elliott had pretty much almost the same amount of yards as Henry did. He's like in the 8,000 range or whatever it is between, over the course of their career.
Right. There's just no dominant running backs. Like, how we talked about that they're, enjoying the league, that there's so many good quarterbacks. And then even the backups are playing good football. Right. Again, everything is just leading to that the league is just shifting, right? The quarterback league, they're making it known, right? So and then the defensive line, it makes sense. Let's transition over that. I mean, give me another running back that you could say that's just like, can blow your mind off. I mean, we see guys come.
Nick Chubb.
Yeah. You got some good running backs. It just seems like they're figuring out that there's another young stud that they can put him in there.
Well, look what the Eagles did with Miles Sanders. Let him walk. He rushed almost 1,200 yards. They let him go.
Yeah. Well, I just think that they're, the shit.
The Jersey Boys Sports Talk. Every Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Only on The Sportscast.